in just a few weeks, the Queen will mark 70 years on the throne with her Platinum Jubilee. Just a remarkable thing to say out loud, isn't it? 70 years on the throne.
It's extraordinary.
Today's calls for a different kind of celebration. It is her 96th birthday.
And that's a lovely photo we're looking at of her that's been released for her birthday, which she's going to spend privately at Sandringham. The occasion will be marked publicly by gun salutes in Windsor and London in a fitting tribute for Britain's longest-serving.
Whether my reign be long or short is what she's saying there.
I know, and of course,
It was
wonderfully,
long.
it's been long. Look, we've got royal author Hugo Vickers joining us now as we talk and celebrate her private birthday. It's a special thing, isn't it, that she wants to spend the day at Sandringham, something that she requested particularly because of Prince Philip.
Well, yes, well, she loves Sandringham. She's actually at Wood Farm, which is where Prince Philip spent most of the last years of his life before he went back to Windsor Castle. And of course, she'll have a lovely time because she'll be able to be with her horses and go to the stud and see how everything is progressing. I gather that she's got possibly 3 runners in the Derby this year, which would be exciting. But she loves her horses, and so she'll have a lovely time, I hope.
Hugo, you've been talking a bit about she's frightened of falling over in public, and she's had some mobility issues. I remember her mother, towards the end of her life, did resort to a wheelchair in the end. I think they put her racing colours on it, didn't they? But is that a genuine, real concern that for the Queen and within royal circles at the moment?
Well, actually, what the Queen Mother had was a golf buggy, and it's quite interesting because the Queen gave her a golf buggy. I don't think you ever saw her in a wheelchair, but she wouldn't use it until her racing manager had the ingenious idea of putting her racing colours on the buggy, and then she took to it, and you know, she used to go down to the paddock in Askerton, and then she would hop out, and it was all good. But yes, I think you'll find that the only problem the Queen has is mobility, and quite naturally, she has, you know, we've known for a long time she's had bad knees, and she doesn't want to fall over, and you can understand that.
Yeah,
and so
does her shock, wouldn't it, to see her in a wheelchair as well?
It would be, but you know, at 96, and she talked, didn't she, Hugo, about the fatigue she felt and how COVID had wiped her out. Wonderful that she's come through, but that she felt that she had some struggles, maybe because of that with mobility, as a lot of people do after contracting COVID. And so I wonder if that's why that photo that's been released, where she's so resplendent with the blossom behind her, is one where she looks really joyous.
She certainly does. And yeah, I mean, lovely with the fell ponies. I mean, it's a lovely picture, that one. It's great.
Just quickly, Hugo, on this rift with Prince Harry, not with the Queen. The Queen remains pretty close to him. He saw her recently, but the wider rift within the family between Harry and his brother and his father, do you think it can be healed?
Well, all rifts can be healed if people behave sensibly about it. What I thought was nice, actually, was to see Prince Harry at the Invictus Games, which looked to be amazing. I mean, that's really taken off. And it was so nice to see him doing something for other people other than sort of promoting, you know, as they do their own endeavours. But he can't really have it both ways. And so if he's going to be out in California and doing that, then he can't obviously be also, as it were, operating as a member of the royal family. That was made clear to him. And he seems to be a bit blurred at the moment.
I mean, it's something that he's been very passionate about from the start, isn't it, in the Invictus Games? And I think the people behind that game say that without Prince Harry, it wouldn't have taken on the fantastic importance that it has. It's a wonderful thing he's done. I suppose some of the comments he made would disappoint those who would have loved to have seen Meghan and Harry with the Queen on the balcony, as it seemed to be might be about to happen on Tuesday for the Jubilee. And the fact that he said, well, I don't know if we'll be able to make it or not, might not entirely be down to Prince Harry as well, because we don't have confirmation that he can be confident that he will be able to be there, that he will be welcome, I suppose.
Right, maybe, yeah. Hugo, what do you make of that?
Well, I'll tell you what I make about that is that here we are, you know, on the Queen's birthday, as it were, talking about the Queen. And here we are, in fact, talking about Prince Harry. And if he actually balcony, I'm afraid we'll probably be talking about, you know, how does he look? Is he chatting to William? Is he sort of giving his father a kind of a grim look or something? I think it'd be probably better if he doesn't come. As for security, by the way, it's nothing to do with the royal family. It's Scotland Yard who decides who has security. And if he's making so much money, as we keep hearing he is, he can actually pay for his own security, like a lot of people do. Of course, if he appeared, if he's at Windsor, at Frogmore, he would be well protected. I mean, there's a lot of security at Windsor, and in fact, if you were to come out along the Thames, you know, you think you could sort of just land and you could just walk up to the castle, but before you'd even had the drips come off you as you came out of the river, you would be detected. And if he was with the royal family in London, of course, they would all have protection. So I don't know what he's talking about in that respect.
OK, well, look, really good to talk to you this morning and to celebrate the birthday of the Queen.
Yeah. Thank you, Hugo. Yes, you do wonder if it would have been slightly easier if Harry had just said, yes, I'll be there. It's the Jubilee. Of course I'll be there.
I'll come. Well, you
come.
do. Well,
we'll figure out the security.
We're talking later on in the programme, aren't we? We've got a debate about whether that rift can be healed. So I'd love to know your views on that.